Thank you for taking time to learn more about community-based promotions to use when developing your Relay for Life promotional plan. Let's start by giving a quick overview of what you will learn about community-based promotions.
As you develop the best promotional plan for your Relay for Life event, you will want to delve into community-based promotional tactics that work best in your community. But what exactly is meant by community-based promotions? You will gain some insight on how thinking outside of the box for traditional promotion may be just what your event needs to draw more awareness. The term community in community-based promotions is critical to adapting a promotional plan to best fit your audience. You will learn more about how to better identify who your community is so you can create non-traditional promotional tactics to best reach that audience. It is always important to refer back to the basic principles of promotion during any campaign, and I will highlight each of those principles for you. We will delve deeper into the awareness principle of promotion and discuss ways to build a buzz around Relay for Life in your community. Finally, we will review the importance of effective branding at your Relay for Life event.
So what do we mean when we say community-based promotions? Well, let's start by thinking about what grabs your attention about something new taking place in your community. What makes you look twice when you see an event is coming up? Maybe you see billboards around town with catchy slogans and imagery to pick your interest. Maybe a poster with event information is displayed strategically at a city hub. Possibly a local company has information plastered on their marquee, or you hear information about the event on your local radio station. All of these are community-based promotional tactics that help to raise awareness of an event and get people talking. For many of us, our promotional campaign for Relay for Life tends to stop with local media promotion. While television and radio public service announcements are definitely a strong tactic in spreading the word, the use of non-traditional methods for promotion can stir up additional excitement and awareness for your event. Community-based promotion, which is commonly referred to as community marketing or guerrilla marketing, is based more on creativity than on a big budget. It uses non-traditional means to communicate rather than traditional ones in order to reach people. The key with community-based promotion, however, is not only having a creative eye for promotional tactics, but knowing who you want to reach and how to reach them.
The first word in community-based promotion is community. Who is your community? Who do you want to reach to spread the word about your event? You may have several communities of people that you want to reach, but the best way to plan your community-based promotional tactics is listing out the various communities and determining how best to reach each. Let's use an example. Maybe your Relay for Life event could use more school involvement. You have several schools throughout the county, but very little involvement from faculty, staff, or students. So you have identified a community that you want to reach: schools. The next thing to identify is where the audience that is in that community goes to for information. This is where you can put your thinking cap on and really be creative. You may also want to poll committee members to get their thoughts. Possibly you find that faculty of the school system in your county receives a monthly e-newsletter with tidbits of information that is pertinent to them and is highly read. Or you find out that the bulletin boards and faculty rooms are the best place to hang posters with event information. Maybe you identify that a way to reach students is through parent engagement, and you find that local parent-teacher associations have high attendance. Once you identify your community and where they go for trusted information, you can determine how best to reach them. See if you can get a listing about putting Relay for Life teams together in that monthly e-newsletter to faculty, or get on the agenda of the next parent-teacher association meeting to plug Relay for Life. Maybe you work with the principal of a specific school to see about putting Relay for Life door hangers on the classroom doors with information about the upcoming event. Get creative and remember, identify your community, learn more about where they go for information, and determine how best you can reach them.
Beyond schools, your communities could vary. Some ideas of communities you may be interested in reaching include the following: work, school, church, neighborhoods, businesses, and municipalities.
Think creatively about ways to communicate with these communities. How would you utilize tactics at your local gym to engage athletic individuals in Relay for Life? Could you get information in your church bulletin about survivors participating in Relay for Life? Would your neighborhood be open to participating in a Paint the Town Purple effort throughout the subdivision? Do you think your bank would allow customers to purchase a Sun and Moon card as a Relay for Life fundraiser and provide information about the event to their customers?
Our usual recruitment and promotion techniques tend to be very general and pretty broad. In fact, it can be likened to standing up in front of church and saying, "If anyone would like to marry me, see me after the service." Now, none of us would do that. Typically, we take a more targeted approach and work to build a relationship. In keeping with this analogy, part of it is dating and getting out to meet people or meeting them through an online service. Whatever the medium, it serves to create awareness, to let people know you're out there. Hopefully, by meeting those different people and presenting yourself in the best possible light, you're creating demand, and your phone starts ringing or your inbox fills up. And finally, the goal is to find that soulmate, the one who will be loyal to you and what you stand for. The principles of community-based promotions are the same. Create awareness, create demand, create brand loyalty. When developing your community-based promotions plan, your goal is to generate awareness for the event. You want to let people know that the event is taking place and how to get involved, and you want to target specific communities or audiences to creatively bring awareness to your event. The more people that know about your event, the more you've piqued their interest, and the more likely you'll see and create demand. You want to create a call to action. You want the community to become involved with Relay for Life, either as a volunteer or team captain, or participate in the night of the event as a survivor. Finally, the more that you share about the event and the more demand you create, the stronger the brand loyalty becomes. The people want to see purple bows throughout your community and connect that back to Relay for Life. You want people to recognize Relay for Life and connect it to the feelings and emotions that the event brings. You want people to connect Relay for Life to the American Cancer Society and its mission.
So you know the importance of knowing your community and utilizing the principles of promotion. But how do you implement it? Just how do you build a buzz around Relay for Life in your community? Remember that the importance of building a buzz is to get people talking, to get people interested, and to move them to action. Think about what interests you and calls you to action. Would this get you talking? What about this? Doesn't this look like fun? Would you want to be a part of this? The idea is to generate excitement for your event, get the community talking, and motivate them to have a team or volunteer.
There are several ways that you can build a buzz for your event. Painting the town purple is a fun way to blanket the community during a specific time frame with Relay for Life information. You may put purple bows up in the town square and get billboards donated with the Relay for Life messaging that's placed during this time. You can work with a local bakery to have purple cupcakes made with Relay for Life messaging. A Paint the Town Purple campaign is a great opportunity for you and the rest of your Relay for Life committee to be creative. Hold a mini parade throughout the town or a sample Relay for Life during lunchtime in a high-traffic business area and hand out information about forming teams. Collect donations for a mini Luminaria ceremony around the city or local school. Again, be creative. The more creative you get, the more buzz you will create.
Let's take a look at a market that truly got creative in seeking ways to generate a buzz. In West Tennessee, they decided they wanted to create a fun campaign to help make Relay for Life the IT event in the area. After much brainstorming, they came up with the IT campaign. The volunteers kicked off the campaign by teasing the community with clues and riddles about what it might be, using messaging like, "I'm a part of it. It is going to be something special. Don't you want to know about it? You'll want to join it." Volunteers had this messaging written on their car windows, or they left purple Post-it notes throughout the city with these statements. The key to building up the buzz was to keep people guessing about what it was. The volunteer committees then revealed that it was Relay for Life in a variety of ways. Some communities announced it on a radio show. Others hosted a community event where people could learn more about forming Relay for Life teams.
But the IT messaging didn't stop after the reveal. The messaging continued throughout the rest of the promotional campaign and up to Relay. Messaging like, "Mark it on your calendar, learn how to be a part of it, Relay for Life. And it helps in the fight against cancer, so can you," were all plastered around the city.
Now talk about something getting the community buzzing. The IT campaign helped to generate mystery and excitement for Relay for Life events in the West Tennessee area. Talk to your Relay for Life committee and begin brainstorming creative ways to build buzz in your community. The more interest you create, the more excitement that builds, and the more people that potentially have the opportunity to be a part of this worldwide movement called Relay for Life.
Now, we've spent some time talking through how to promote Relay for Life to the community, but sometimes we tend to overlook the actual event as an opportunity in and of itself to create buzz that will last year-round. Close your eyes and think about your Relay for Life event. If you were to take a photo of any given piece of your event, would someone know later it was the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life? As people drive to your event, are they seeing Relay for Life signs directing them to the site? As they arrive, are they welcomed by Relay for Life banners or signs in the parking lot? What about your golf carts? Do they have logos or signs on them? Now your participants are walking into the entrance. Are they greeted by a volunteer in the Relay for Life t-shirt? Is there a banner at the entrance welcoming them to the event? Now everyone is at your event. Think about your participants. Are they all wearing Relay for Life t-shirts? What about the survivors? What about the perimeter of your event? Is it bordered with Relay for Life banners? And do they have the refreshed logo, or are they still sporting the old classic logo? And the track. Are there track signs everywhere? How about your stage? Is it branded with banners, stage wrap, and Relay for Life balloons? If you answered yes to all of these questions, then congratulations. But I have a feeling that many communities could identify some areas of opportunity for better branding. Let's take a minute to look at some real-life Relay for Life photos that show the difference event branding can make for your participants.
What is wrong with these pictures? Do you notice how these events are not properly branded? In this photo, would you be able to tell that this is a Relay for Life event? No branded Relay for Life t-shirts are visible, and even the balloons in the back are various colors other than the Relay for Life purple. What about the hope photo? We all love when events have hope in the bleachers spelled out with luminaria bags, but nowhere around is there a Relay for Life banner to help brand the event. Or this photo. There's a banner, but let's talk about outdated. Both the old American Cancer Society and Relay for Life logos are placed on this banner, not doing us any good at branding the event. I hope your event would not resemble one of the pictures on the What Not to Do slide. But regardless, the PowerPoint slide makes a powerful point for the opportunities we have to enhance our events and to create buzz about the American Cancer Society.
Let's look at some of the photos of properly branded Relay for Life events. You notice the Relay branded balloons and multitude of track signs, and look at all of the participants wearing their Relay for Life event t-shirts. If someone in the community drove by these events, there would be no question as to it being Relay for Life.
The American Cancer Society has a strong brand recognition, and Relay for Life is a staple in nearly every community across the nation, and even in communities in other parts of the world. Properly branding your Relay for Life event is extremely important as it connects the community back to the purpose of the event, supporting the American Cancer Society's mission. The American Cancer Society is the most trusted source of cancer information. In order for our communities to truly take up the fight, we have to build a relationship, create awareness so that they know where to come for help when the demand for that information enters the lives of those in our community. Properly branding your event will help you do just that. By proudly displaying the brand of the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life and thus promoting your event, you are giving individuals in your community the information they need to take whatever action is appropriate for them depending upon where they are. For some, it's time to celebrate, while others are now remembering. And of course, we can all fight back. Use celebrate, remember, fight back terminology when you are promoting your event. You'll find that it is an easy and understandable way to talk about Relay and create buzz. Now let's review a few things about proper branding. When referring to your Relay for Life event, you should always mention it as the Relay for Life of and insert your county or community. The F in for is always capitalized. When utilizing the Relay for Life logo on signage or brochures, be sure to not distort the logo in any way and always print the logo on white paper. If you ever have any questions about how to properly utilize the American Cancer Society and Relay for Life logos, please contact your staff partner. You will also want to work with your logistics chair, event chair, and staff partner to ensure that your event has the minimum items needed to ensure that it is adequately branded.
I hope that as we went through some of the information about community-based promotions, you found some ideas that can be utilized in your community as you gear up for your Relay for Life event. Remember, you know your community best and what will make the most impact to reach your audiences. Don't feel like you have to implement every idea that you've jotted down. Handpick a few impactful promotional tactics and work on implementing those first in your community. You can always build on your effort as the event draws near or as you motivate more people to take part in your campaign. What will work in one community may not work in another, so be creative and really delve in to learn more about the audience that you're trying to reach. And get your Relay for Life committee involved. Bring up ideas at committee meetings and gather input and suggestions from the rest of the group.
Thank you for taking the time to learn more about community-based promotions. Good luck with your Relay for Life event.